It's the Nelson Rafferty Minute with your host, Nelson Rafferty.
When these verses together, cities on the loose. Nelson Rafferty doesn't breathe like he should, can't see so good. He's fit to be spare and he's got bad hair. Nelson Rafferty claims he can't think without smoking a drink. Look out, folks, he's starting to stink. He's Nelson Rafferty. Hi, welcome to Nelson Rafferty Minute. Hey, I'm Nelson Rafferty. We're going to have a great guest on today. Harry Hidemann, survival expert and 3-time registered sex offender in Pasco County. They're telling me to bring it out now. Yeah. Hail Sammy. Bring him out. Yes. Harry Hidemann, survival expert. Leave things the way you found them. Hey! It's time for magic trick. Leave things the way you find them, survival expert and registered sex offender. He's admitted to that. Harry Hidemann, divorced, three exes, not all in Texas, 5 kids, 3 out of wedlock. Survival tips expert. He's from the northern parts of North America and the surrounding areas. We've got him here today. He wants to leave things the way he found them. And he's going to talk to us mainly about one of the subjects in the book. It's water and shelter. Chapter 7. Harry, your vision.
One of the things that I did learn since I was lost for 17 days is that there are a few essentials that you need. Fortunately, Mother Nature provides all of them. And those 3 things that you may need are food.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay. Food.
More importantly, oxygen, which is basically the same thing.
Oxygen. Okay. Okay. You've got me gripped. I'm at the grip of my seat. Grip. Go ahead.
There's 2 more. Water and shelter. Shelter and water.
Okay.
Water and shelter.
Okay. Water, shelter, and what was the other one?
Oxygen.
Leave things the way you found them, folks. That's Harry Hidemann, survival expert, registered sex offender.
And I'm going to give you some pointers today. Sometimes I say, always look up, things are positive.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
I left it.
Okay, you leave things, you find things, you leave them where you find things. What do you think of little Nelson? You were born in Manton, Michigan, the son of a well digger. You spent 13 years at catechism.
I did.
And 1 year at the county juvie hall. What's a boy do when he's 12 in Manton, Michigan, besides reading porn in the back of his mom's car?
Well, you're going to need some more, too, because you don't want to obviously perish from exposure.
I didn't. I hadn't. That wasn't said to me.
Well, now it was. And,
You grew up in Manton, Michigan. Tell us what you folks up north are doing in a given day or week. Tell us. We're all yours.
I also
Got pizza.
Got pizza. I did get pizza. Getting sucked in the middle between a blizzard and a fire. Well, I lost my bearings. I made a mistake. I wasn't properly blazing a trail.
Okay, you left things the way you found them. You grew up in Manton, Michigan. Tell me the first 2 things you thought of right after your mother was murdered, when she was shot dead in a Cadillac bar on St. Patty's Day in '88. Tell me the 2 things you thought, not actually when it happened, but right after they called you on the phone, they were able to get a hold of you on location in Saskatchewan. You were on Survival Tips with Mel Strebe. Just after that, the two things you thought of right after she was shot.
I'm pretty sure the first thing I thought of was...
Shot twice in the head. Go ahead.
I think the first thing I thought of was the townsfolk in Churchill.
What about the kids? What do you tell the kids?
Well, I've always told the kids to well, there's been a few things that I've told the kids in my time.
You tell them, get on home.
No,
get
I
on
told
home,
them-
little rascal. We've had enough of this and too much of this. What do you tell them? What do you say? What do you think of this here? What do you think of this?
Well, I actually like the way that looks right there. It's a beautiful creature.
That's an Ozark fish. That's what that is.
Well, the Ozarks aren't in Wyoming.
Missouri, Arkansas, it's all the same. Brought in a couple of these lures here. I noticed them sitting over here. They're cute. They're colorful. What can you tell me about them? Looks like a bullet, to be honest with you. Electronic with the vibrator back. What's that got going on? What here? What do you got? What do you got? What about this little here? What's that? What is that?
Well, this is what you call a Louisville cake swimmer. The idea is that it skims as fast as your boat is propelling. It's more of a trolling type of lure.
Is it gonna go? Is it going right up and down or?
No, obviously, if it was going up and down, I would have made more like.
Okay, what's
Like
it
that type of
doing?
motion,
What's a K swimmer doing?
It goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Well, speaking of, I think it's time for a 7th-inning stretch. What say you? Why don't we knock off? Harry, if I can do it like you mean it. You can see the
Christ.
So what do you got here? I see you brought in some stuff. Is that something you did on the show, or
This is a rain poncho.
pull her on out of there? Let's have a look.
Hypothermic.
Let's see what you
from
got.
your clothes getting soaking wet, and when the sun drops and
Yeah, you're gonna get wet. You're getting wet. Okay, what are you doing with it? What are you doing with that? All right, do you want to try those on? I think we got one here got one for both of us. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put them on.
Put them on.
Okay, Poncho's on. Poncho Villa. So I'll get mine out. These haven't been out in years, it looks like. You had enough rain down there? Your most recent project, we don't have a lot of time to talk about it. Did the summer extravaganza with Greg Calloway and friends. Okay, real quick. What happens when you go on when you essentially get tangled on the tangled angler? I mean, what's going to happen on it?
Well, actually, they just took a couple segments of me just basically living my.
Do we have a clip? Hal, do we have a clip? Do we have a clip? We do? Okay, can you give us a little setup on this scene? What's going to actually happen on this? What we're gonna see here?